Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. So this vlog this week was actually me pretty much just reading Happy Place, which I did read it kind of fast, so there's like not a ton of footage of me like going through it, but at the end of the video I will have a spoiler section for you to hear my thoughts without me like trying to hide things from you, if that makes sense. But so stay tuned for the end if you have read it or if you need to be spoiled. If you haven't read it, please just don't, because I promise you want to read it. You just want to try it. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I did in this vlog. But this was so good. Okay, enjoy. Hi guys, my name is Amber. If you're new here, welcome to my book channel. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's the middle of the day and I still have to go to work tonight. Anyway, we are starting off this reading vlog with the new release by Emily Henry, Happy Place. I'm so excited. I hope it's a happy place because I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting into. I like briefly read the back yesterday when I saw it on the table and I was like, let's do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring you guys along with me reading this. I hopefully can get a good couple chapters in before I leave for work. I was sitting here on TikTok, as one does, and I kid you not, I was crashing. So yeah, I'm gonna start this and I will let you guys know my first impressions. I've only ever read one other Emily Henry book, which was People We Meet on Vacation. I did like that book, but I haven't read her other books, so we'll see how it goes. Bye. Hello guys. So I'm on page like 204. It's still so good. I feel like they're on the verge of like admitting their feelings for each other. And I just love that. Like I don't know. All these little scenes are just so cute. Like they're doing all the stuff that they always do with their friends. But yeah, I just feel like they keep getting put in these like situations to like, they have to talk to each other and like have hard conversations, and they're finally like opening up to each other more and more and like bringing up what happened, and like basically we're all just like, okay, what did really happen? Because one, like Harriet thought it happened one way, but then Wynn's like, that's not like why I did that, and it's just interesting. I don't know, but anyway, I have my thoughts, but you can go to the spoiler section for that. I don't even know what else to say right now. I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride, so. Anyway, I'm excited to get back into this. I honestly I don't know why I'm so surprised. Like, maybe it's just been so long that I don't remember reading People We Meet on Vacation, but I'm like genuinely so excited. Like every time I go to like pick up this book again, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait. Like I can't wait to see the characters again, and like I love all of them. And I really think it's just because you're like so suspense is building. You're on the edge of your seat and you're just like, I'm waiting for something to happen. So I really think that's why. But I also just really love the way it's written. So Emily Henry, you a real one. I might need to read the rest of your books like ASAP. And we have the same last name, so like, hey. Anyway, I'm gonna read now. It's 11 o'clock at night. And what am I doing, you may ask? Trying to rearrange my fucking room. It's to fit another bookshelf in my defense. But so far it's looking interesting. Okay guys, I've read only a little bit more so far. I'm about to go to lunch with my friend. But I probably will read more later. But so far I'm just like, I know it's coming. Like I'm just waiting for the breaking point. Like I just feel like they're both starting to feel things, maybe some regret. And I just know something spicy is about to happen, and I'm just like, I'm like so suspended. Like I want to know what happens. I want to know the drama, but I just don't want it to end either. This has been like the best book so far. You guys should definitely read it if you want any kind of little like summery vibes, romance, please. But anyway, this is the fit. Just my little Birks and my little Free People white top that I love. Yeah, I just waved my hair so I didn't have to wash it and I could still feel a little cute. Anyway, now I'm about to go have some fun. Good morning, guys. Me and my friends went out last night. It was Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you also had a margarita or two. But we went out dancing after, and it was super fun. But I'm about to be 25, and I haven't gone out like that in a minute. It's been like almost a year, so needless to say, I'm down. But it's okay. I feel fine. I really didn't drink that much. I'm just like, I'm ready for food. My headache is like starting to come back because I'm dehydrated. But other than that, we're thriving. So we're about to go to the bookstore. I'm so excited. Megan was like, do you want to get food and go to Barnes? And I was like, oh my god. Like, I never knew that anybody else could understand me as much as Cam does and you guys do. So that's what we're about to go do. My room is still rooming. It's still clean. Thank goodness. But let me show you these cutest Free People. Like, when you buy something, they give you these bags. And thankfully, they gave me a small one because I have two big ones. And look how cute it is. Like, the perfect, like, little small tote bag. I'm obsessed with it. And then I'm wearing this Target bandeau top. And then my Free People sweater that I love to wear because she's just lazy and loungy and soft. And I love it. And then I put on some flare jeans because my flare leggings, like my yoga pants, don't look good. So, and then I throw on these Birks, so gotta go. Read like dark books or like thrillers unless it's fall. Someone tell me if this is worth it, please. Thank you. So pretty. Hey friends, I'm back. We basically just went to Barnes and then they had this like cute little, like, I don't know how to explain it, not like a farmer's market, like a flea market looking thing where all these small businesses just like came around and we're sitting out there. Anyway, then we went to the park and I read some more of Happy Place and I'm so close to finishing. Oh my god, shit just kind of got real and now we're just like, just waiting, how is it gonna end? Anyway, I'm so excited to finish it though. I literally, let me show you. The other day, saw Beach Read and I was like, I have to now. Like, everybody loves this book. I don't know why I've never read it. It just like never spoke to me. But this is my next read for sure. Was this on my Made TBR? Absolutely not. Like, who cares? Anyway, then we went to the bookstore again and Megan was like, you can't not get anything. She was like, I'm getting 3 books, so you have to get something. And when I went to the one in the, like, the other Barnes that we have, they actually had a lot of romances that were like buy one get one half off, and I almost bought like 3 books and then I didn't. I was like, self-control, get Beach Read, so I did. And then of course my Barnes had none of the ones that I wanted, so I'm very upset about that. So instead I got Every Summer After and then Meet Me at the Lake. This one actually sounds really good. I don't know about this one because I get like mixed feelings. I don't know. This would be a cute book picture with this shirt. Cute. Anyway, yeah. These, I'm probably gonna give this one a go. I don't know, I'm just so in the mood for just like vibey, beachy, small books. So I'm trying to stick to that theme. I also want to read Malibu Rising. I think I might pick that up. I don't know. It just never really used to grab my attention, but now I think I might finally like read it and enjoy it. I don't really know. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. Anyway, I'm about to finish Happy Place. I'm about to eat some ice cream though because I'm a little sweaty from being outside and I just feel like I need a cold snack. I'm feeling much better though. I'm feeling revived. Thank you to Chick-fil-A and a pink drink. So yeah, hope says hi. She looks absolutely adorable. I love you. I'm so excited we're about to finish Happy Place. Oh my god. I really need to take those down. They are just not a vibe. Guys, I finished it. I don't even have like actual words right now to describe how good this book was. Oh my god, I literally could cry. The fact that like you're just like, oh, this is just gonna be like a really like dramatic, spicy romance, but like it is not just that at all. Like just the way she incorporates, like honestly, really, it was more of like a self-discovery kind of moment that just had some romance in it, but like still the ultimate kind. I don't even know. This book just, it's about everything. It's about life. So you should read it. This is like my new favorite book of all time. I was not expecting it to be this good. Like, I really wasn't. I really just thought it would be like a feel good, like beachy read, even if it was, I don't know, it did get dramatic, but all the things it touched on was just amazing. I can't even like form all of my thoughts to like do my spoiler review, but all I can really say is just please read it. You just should. It's so good. It just like did something to my brain that I feel like I needed. Like, it was just so beautiful. It was so beautifully written, but like so real. Like, it literally felt like I was reading about all real characters in real life. Like, it was literally like frustrating because you were like, this is real life. Like, it kind of makes you like self-reflect, and you're like, man, does this make sense? Like, Emily Henry, can you be my therapist? Because dang, girl. Anyway, just read it. Stay tuned for the spoiler review if you have read it. Please don't watch the spoiler part if you have not, because I don't want to spoil this book for you. Hi guys. I'm trying to make sure that I'm close enough to you because my windows are open and my fan is on full blast because our AC broke. And we're still waiting on a part. This is the third day without AC, and it's been pretty rough. This morning has been okay because it actually got a little cooler last night, and I've been sleeping downstairs. I haven't even slept in my bed since Sunday, and it's Wednesday. So anyway, I wanted to finally give you just like a little review of Happy Place. I was so like pleasantly surprised with how much I love this book. This like is easily my favorite read of the year so far, and it possibly might even be my favorite of the whole year. We'll see. Definitely for like this genre, for sure. I love when romances are just like really simple and entertaining and like not that deep, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like sometimes that's just what you want out of a romance. And that's exactly what I thought this would be. I just thought this would be just a cute little romance like her other ones. But the fact that it touched on such like a growing up aspect and like just building all of the characters, honestly, but especially Harriet, like just this is what it's like to grow up, and like these are the problems that you face, and like, wow, I just can't believe that it was like just like that good of a story. Like, romance aside, like it was such a good like growing up story. Anyways, so if you didn't already know that, it does like touch on way more than just that, but clearly this was a 5 out of 5 stars. All else I really want to say until the spoiler section is just the vibes were immaculate. I just love their cozy little vacation home and their town, and they have all these like traditions, and it was just so cute. And I honestly loved that, like, I wish I almost got like more of every character, but I don't know, it's just so beautifully written, and I can't speak about it until I get to the spoiler section. But you really should give this a try. It's definitely I think it's definitely worth it. I know some people don't like it. And I saw this one TikTok and she was like, I think if you don't like Happy Place, you're like not mentally ill enough. And that's just funny to me. And if you know, you know. But yeah, it's honestly just hard to really talk about what I loved about this book because I'm scared I'm gonna spoil it for you. But it was just so good. Hopefully, I honestly read this so fast, and that's why there wasn't that much in this vlog of me like actually reading it. And I actually finished this like over a week ago, but I've been studying and just like not even able to like get my thoughts together. So Emily and Henry, I freaking love you. Thank you. I really needed this, but it also kind of put me in a book slump, but like also because I'm studying for my NCLEX, so like I haven't had time to read. So I'm kind of glad that I read this before I started studying because it was just like oh, so good. Immaculate vibes. Go, read it. Also go on TikTok and look up the little aesthetics because oh my gosh, they're so cute and they make you want to read it so bad. Anyway, onto the spoiler section. If you haven't read this book, leave. I love you so much, but leave. I don't want to spoil it for you. Leave and go buy this. Go put it in your cart, okay? I'm watching you leave. Okay, so I'm probably gonna switch to my other clip really quick. So okay, this is the end of the video. This is the spoiler section. Okay, if you do not want to be spoiled for Happy Place by Emily Henry, please leave or skip. Get out of here. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I have to speak freely, okay? I gotta speak freely. So if you want some spoilers, you've read this, or, I mean, you just need to read it. Don't get spoiled, please. They're not even that major, but I just don't want to. So far, I'm on page like 204, and I just need to say that I know Sabrina knows. I know she knows. Like, she's just like been putting them in these situations where they like have to be next to each other, or they like, she literally locked them in the cellar. Like, I'm convinced that everyone knows. Like, clearly Cleo's onto them too. Like, she can tell that Harriet's not happy, and I'm like, girl, think about it. Like, she's not dumb. They're not dumb. They know you. They're literal best friends in your entire life. They know that you like to go through shit by yourself because you're a people pleaser, and y'all are not fooling anyone, okay? So I just want to go ahead and put that out there. It hasn't been revealed, but I know they know. They all know, and they're just pretending like they don't know and letting them figure their shit out like by themselves. So, and I also, this is an interesting, this is like an interesting, what am I trying to say? Like prediction, but part of me is like, is this wedding for them? Like, are they hoping to like get them to make up this week and they're actually gonna get married, not Sabrina and Parth? Which, if that doesn't happen, I won't be upset. But it literally just hit my brain, so I just had to voice that really quick because I'm not really sure that that's what's gonna happen, but it would be cool. What else do I need to say? I don't know. I just feel like they're so perfect for each other. And I just wish that they would see that. Like, clearly they were just both hurt, but like not communicating. And I know that miscommunication is always like such a big thing in these books, but this feels like real. Like, I feel like these are real people, excuse me, with real problems. Like, she's just upset and like feels guilty that when like followed her just to San Francisco and like wasn't happy. And I'm like, girl, like, you don't need to feel guilty. Like, and he also, like, it's still okay for him to like feel like he doesn't really belong there. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a real problem to have. Like, it's not a stupid miscommunication where it's like, seriously, you couldn't just talk about that. Like, I feel like this is actually a real problem that like so many couples probably go through. Like, sometimes one has to sacrifice for the other, like, all the time. That's exactly what a relationship is. And I just love that. Like, I feel like this is just a very real problem that probably happens all the time. And so it feels so relatable. And I like that. Like, this doesn't feel like I'm escaping anything. Like, I still love the story, like, so much. But it just feels so real. Like, I feel like they're real people and I can meet them, like, tomorrow. Anyway. Now I'm just ranting. But those are my predictions. Yeah, I'm so curious to see, like, why exactly Wynn ended it. Because so far, it's just that Harriet doesn't understand, like, why he did it. Like, she just thinks it's because of this guy from work, and I don't even know what's going on there yet. Like, I'm sure it will be revealed soon. But right now, they ate the gummies, and so they're, you know, loosely talking, and they're just, like, so on the verge of, like, finally admitting that they're still in love. And, excuse me, I'm just loving that, so I'll keep you guys updated. I just needed to do a little spoiler section now before I forget how I'm feeling, because I am, like, over halfway done, and I don't want it to end, but I also am, like, eating it up. Like, I just want to read the whole thing. Okay, I'm back. Spoiler section part 2. So I was, like, kind of right in my predictions, but, like, not completely right. I really thought everyone knew, but I guess really only Sabrina knew. So what was I gonna say? I just really loved how real these characters felt. I know this is not the first time I've said it, and it probably will never be the last, but I literally remember texting Cam and I was like, this story is so good. Like, they feel like our friends. Like, they feel like people that we could know in real life and, like, real problems to have. Because, like, maybe I just relate to Harriet so much because, like, I just graduated nursing school, and so I know, like, I want to do, like, travel nursing. And now that I found, like, the love of my life, it's just, like, it's gonna be hard to work it out, but, like, we're willing to put in the work, if that makes sense. But that's definitely a fear of mine, is, like, that's so hard, like, having to have somebody follow you around, or, like, vice versa. Like, I feel like that's a issue all the time. Like, my parents have had that issue before where it's like, oh, well, you want to move for work but I don't, and that is just such a real problem. And it's just crazy. I've, like, never read that in a book. So I loved that it was, like, yeah, it was a miscommunication trope, but it wasn't, like, over nothing, or it wasn't over, like, oh, you just didn't say anything. Like, yeah, it was definitely like, oh, you should have voiced your opinions, or, like, how you felt, definitely. But I just feel like sometimes in books it'll be like, oh, like, she just walked out and it was awkward, and, like, now we haven't spoken for, like, 3 weeks, and I'm just like, for what? Like, literally for what? And I just hate that. Like, I hate when the book is, like, how they get together, and then it'll be, like, the minorest inconvenience that, like, isn't even an issue. I can understand now if it's some drama, like, the ex just walked in or something, like, that's adding to the plot. But then when you just throw in a little, like, oh, she just, like, kind of, you could tell something bothered her and she just walked out, but, like, I'm not gonna follow her because now I'm scared that I did something wrong. That is just stupid. Anyway, that is not at all what this book is to me. So if you also hate that sometimes, this just felt like a romance book that a romance book that had so much substance to it. It was so much more than just the romance. And I love that. And I love Harriet Wynn, don't get me wrong. I also really loved, like, the way it was like, oh, they're having to pretend to still be together, because I think that added, like, a lot of spice to it, and also, like, kind of a good idea on Sabrina's part, because it's like it really did kind of force them to have to, like, relive memories. And even though that was, like, kind of torturous, I feel like they needed to finally, like, have a breaking point. So I feel like it was good in a way, but it's just like there's so much to talk about, and I probably will reread this, to be honest, because it was that good. Probably not, like, right now, but I don't know. Anyway, I love how, like, Harriet's character is such a people pleaser, because I feel like that's so relatable. And honestly, like, this was like therapy. Like, it was like Emily was telling me, like, hey, like, you need to put yourself first, girly. Like, I just love that. It was, like, such a hard lesson to learn, like, when it got to the end. Like, definitely felt a little rushed in the end, where, like, where Harriet was kind of having, like, her little moment, and she was like, oh my god, like, wow, I'm such a horrible friend and like all this stuff. But at the same time, it's like that's probably exactly how she was feeling, because you have a lot on your plate, especially as a doctor. Like, good Lord, I could never. And yeah, I don't know. It was just so relatable. Like, you just like being there and like being easy to get along with, or going with everybody else's like opinions or like what they want to do, and you're just like, oh yeah, like that's fine, but you're not like putting in any effort. I feel like that's really important, because I feel like that happens a lot in friendships, especially as we get older. So I thought it was so beautiful to touch on that and be like, hey, you probably also have friendships, you're probably also growing up, and you have to remember to reach out and like make it known that you like want to be in their life, if that makes sense, because it's so easy to just be like, oh well, they're just like, they don't need me anymore, like they're going through things and now they're like having babies, like all this stuff. So I felt like that was so it was just like such a good story. Like I just relate to it so much. Like, I'm literally about to be 25. I never see my friends anymore. It just felt so real. I don't want to keep rambling. I'm sorry, but just like, I love this book so much. Also, when it's like, it's frustrating because you're like, stop downplaying yourself and like blah blah blah, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like those are also real problems to have, and it's a hard position for him to be in, where he's just trying to follow her and he doesn't even know what he wants, if that makes sense. And I feel like they just needed to figure it out, you know. So I feel like in a way, not that the breakup should have happened, but I don't know, I was just so glad they got back together. Like, I can't even voice it. And honestly, like, it's just so hard to like talk about this book, so I'm just gonna leave that there. I will be linking below my book club that I started on Fable, where I like, if you want to put any comments, you can put comments down below. If you have anything that you did or did not like about the book, I would love to hear it. But also go follow me on Fable if you want to keep up with the books I'm reading. I might be putting Beach Read on there since I just started it, but I'm literally like a chapter in. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and go read this book. Go read it.